I want the young women to feel loved.
Just the way that these girls are greeted, the way that they're loved on and shown grace.
I want them to know that I care, and that means that the ministry cares about them.
What your situation looks like now would not be the end of your story. It's going to feel like there's no hope, but I am literally here letting you know that there are people here who care about you, who love you, and who will support you.
They can come to Christian Life Home and be part of a family environment to really make some life-changing decisions to be successful. We believe every life has a purpose.
I always felt like I was part of family, and I still feel like part of the family.
They come from many different backgrounds. We just show them that there is a different way and there's a better way to live and make choices.
I was one of those girls that was always in trouble at first until I just had to stop being stubborn and stop resisting the love that they were trying to give me. But I will say that these people are here for a reason because they genuinely care about their job.
It's far more than just giving them, a meal or one night stay somewhere. It actually is changing their lives, and not just their lives, but also the lives of their babies. So it's creating, in a lot of ways, it's creating generational change.
Here in the home, we want it to be exactly that. We want it to feel like a home, and I think that's one thing that's special, and one thing that is unique about the program here is we're a family, and we have the opportunity to work together and to share life together in such a way that this can potentially change the path that some of these young women are on for generations. And that's the impact that we would like to have. We want to share this home. We want to share this life together with them, with their new babies.
It's very much designed to run like a family. We are intentionally named Christian Life Home because all of our programs are run like a home.
I'm going to talk a little bit about the different programs that we have here at the home for young women who find themselves pregnant and then after the baby is born. So our non-residential program serves young women who live locally but don't particularly need the housing portion of it, that they could still come for counseling in the home, attend classes that we have for the young women, preparing them about the pregnancy and about moving forward after the baby is born, have access to medical care, the baby items. They can also participate with fun family activities with the family. The maternity home program allows the young women to live in the home and to receive the housing portion, nutritious meals and snacks, clothing as well. They have weekly counseling with our counselor. It can include her individual counseling or group counseling. We also want to include the father of the baby if he is involved. We have lots of classes for the young women that help prepare her for what her body is going through now and looking forward to the future. At the maternity home, we have house parents that live in the home, and they are modeling for the young women what family life with a husband and wife couple, what that would look like with parents in the home. While young women are in the program at the maternity home, they would either attend school, go to work, or go to volunteering. At the mother and baby home, the program is set up there so that we have house parents there, and we really want the young women to focus on bonding with the baby and setting up good routines and schedules with the baby. While they're there, the house parents and the counselor will be talking about what her career goals will be for the future. And we would like her to continue her education and work towards independent living. In the independent living program, young women who have been through the non-residential program or the maternity home or the mother-baby program, we want to establish them in a subleased apartment so that we are responsible for the bills at first, but through their career goals, then they would be able to be weaned into independent living and being sufficient for themselves.
I just hope that the impact is when they go out, they realize that family life is maybe not always like it was growing up, that there is a different way, a more loving way, a God-centered way to live and grow a family.
At the age of 16, I got pregnant, and my child's father, to my unborn child, I was not in the safest situation in my hometown, and so my mom found Christian Life Home and thought it would be best for me to stay here and finish out my pregnancy in a safe place where I would have a healthy pregnancy and a healthy baby.
I got pregnant when I was 15. I was a sophomore in high school, living in Texas with my aunt, and I was given the option to either stay in Texas and discontinue the pregnancy, or to move back home to North Carolina and go through with the pregnancy, but the condition would be that I would have to come to Christian Life Home. At the time, my grandmother had custody of me, and my mother had me as a teen mom, and so when I ended up getting pregnant, this was the first place that my grandma presented to me.
Being here changed my life all the way. So I would definitely consider myself at that age a very rebellious child. And so being here helped me with discipline and structure. I was not used to that in my lifestyle to that. And so this definitely helped me. Just being able to get ready to become a mom, people skills, also to we had a counselor by the name of Miss Beverly. She helped me have a better relationship with my father through counseling.
A mantle that the house dad really takes on is setting an example for the girl that she's probably never had before. House parents are one of the first chances that a lot of these girls have to see a healthy relationship between a man and a woman, to see a husband and wife who love the Lord and love one another and respect one another.
Mr. Mike was my house dad, and he definitely played a huge part in my life, having a father figure. He was very protective, would listen, and just spent time, and I cherish that a lot.
And hopefully raising their standards, that one day a guy that is probably not best for them might be measured against something that they've seen and say, I'm not gonna put up with that. I know that guys can do better. I know that I don't have to be treated that way. It's a hard life to accept that we are held to a higher standard because we are living an example before the girls of what a godly marriage should look like, and we might be the only one they've ever seen, and we might be the only one they see for a long time.
I've never experienced a two-parent household. So this definitely, I had some challenges because it was some of the hurt that I felt. So I was kind of a little bit shutting down. But after Mr. Mike really showed me like what a father figure is and showed me that he's here to support and love me, that's what helped me break down that wall.
I enjoyed having the house fathers because as much as I was hurt by the relationship I was in, it allowed me to see a different perspective. With having a son, it just helped me know that there are Christ-like men who are willing to go alongside women and support women.
To have a father come into the home and want to be a part of this mother's life, of this child's life, that's huge. And if we can get them to where they understand that, yes, sometimes it's difficult to understand the needs of a baby or even understand the needs of a tired mother, we can help with that here. We can help them see that there's an opportunity for love and for growth and for greatness if they'll only take the time to put forth the effort and learn and want to be involved in that child's life for the rest of their life.
We also want birth fathers to see how important their role is. If they choose to do justice to the role, if they choose to take it seriously and become the leaders and the fathers that God has called them to be.
I could be wrong, but I know Laisha and her husband have been married for a while, and I know Lacey and Giles were just newly married. So seeing those different phases of the relationship and seeing how Christ had bound them together, for me, that's what I center what I'm looking for now.
Fortunately, Christian Life Home's been around long enough that we've gotten to see long-term fruit. A lot of times in ministry, you just have to accept that some people till the soil, some people sow the seeds, some people water, and many, many years later, someone will harvest. And you just trust in whichever part of that process that you are called to. But we have gotten to see girls come through our home, and then a decade, 20 years later, come back as volunteers with their family tree completely diverted from where it was. We are just so grateful and excited that we are not just called to change the lives of the women that are in the home right now, but God is using our home to change the entire trajectory of their family history, that generations of cycles are broken here, and that not only are these young women called and invited into a greater life closer to what the Lord has planned for them, but their children will grow up in an entirely different environment than their mothers did.
One thing we've just been trying to grow in and emphasize as a board is sharing with our neighbors, sharing with our friends about the great work that Christian Life Home is doing, and even getting more individuals involved in giving, even if it's a small amount, so that as an organization we can know how much revenue is coming in and we can budget around that and really plan around it and grow the ministry and grow our effectiveness through knowing what's coming in each month.
Most of the funding for the Christian Life Home probably comes from individuals more than it does from churches and the big organizations, as a lot of people might think. Individuals and families. And it's been that way for probably generations, which is wonderful because you know that if you get a personal investment and you get a family investment, then that's going to grow even more because you see God at work in the hearts of people.
We want to be a family to them because a lot of the young women have not had family support to help them understand how to be weaned into being a responsible young woman and paying bills and being able to grocery shop and get the nutrition that they need for their family and the timing and the daycare. And we want to be able to help them to know that we're still supportive of them no matter what is happening in their life.
I would say the most urgent need is to really see God move on the hearts of his people.
For me, as a giver to Christian Life Home, I love seeing how far the gifts go in terms of creating that new life for these girls, and really this just life-saving work that Christian Life Home does.
This process is one day at a time. Just trust the process. It's not going to be what you look forward to or what you want it to be, but it's going to be even better than you expected it to be. God still loves you and he still has a plan for you. And it's a bigger plan that you did not sign up for. But you're going to be able to help a lot of other women and a lot of different families.
At Christian Life Home, we believe every life has a purpose.
I believe every life has a purpose.
At Christian Life Home, we believe every life has a purpose.
I believe every life has a purpose.
We believe every life has a purpose.
I believe my son's life has a purpose.
I believe my children's lives have a purpose.
I believe that my life has a purpose, and I believe that my precious boy Josiah has a purpose.
To find out about the many ways you can support Christian Life Home, head over to christianlifehome.org.